In the small town of Qadira, where the air smelled of jasmine and moonlight touched every rooftop, there lived a tailor named Samir. His fingers stitched hope into fabric, yet lately his hands trembled, not from age, but from whispers. He began to forget the simplest things. Needles disappeared from his table, and threads tangled without reason. At times, he thought he had finished a robe, yet found it untouched the next morning. His wife, Ranya, watched in silence, her heart heavy like a stone in still water. People whispered that the tailor had lost his mind. But an old traveler, Imran, who carried verses instead of goods, stopped by Samir's shop one dusk and said, "Not every shadow is madness, my brother. Sometimes it is envy clothed in secrecy." He recited softly, his voice trembling with remembrance. Magic was worked on Allah's messenger so that he began to imagine that he had done something although he had not. The one who worked the magic was Labīd al-Āisha with Makranem. Samir lifted his eyes, even the beloved messenger. Imran nodded. Yes, yet Allah unknotted what was tied, healed what was hidden, and truth triumphed over illusion. For magic is only a test, not a throne. That night, Samir could not sleep. He walked to the olive grove outside town, trees that had watched centuries of sorrow and prayer. Under their shade, he whispered verses of protection that Imran had taught him. Al-Falak and An-Nas. Days passed. Slowly, the weight on his chest began to lift, like dawn shedding the darkness. But he noticed something else. One of his neighbors, Lena, who often smiled at him, seemed troubled. She avoided his eyes, her hands restless. One evening, she came trembling to his door, tears tracing the corners of a veil. "Forgive me," she cried, "jealousy burned me. I asked someone to cast harm upon you, thinking your peace was too perfect for this world. But I was wrong. My heart became the prison, not yours." Samir felt his soul ache, but he remembered Imran's words, "Truth heals what envy poisons." He placed his hand over his heart. But seek him, not shadows. The next morning, Ranya found her husband beneath the same olive tree, praying as sunlight touched his face. His whisper was calm, steady, beautiful. And in that town of jasmine air and forgiving hearts, people spoke for years of the tailor who was almost undone by unseen knots, and the woman who learned that no spell is stronger than repentance. For in every darkness, there is a verse waiting to be recited, and in every heart, a door waiting for light.